And welcome back to Doug's Classic Garage. What we're going to do today is show you how to clean a record on my record cleaner that I built. First of all, let's show you the record cleaner. It's basically just a box. It's a wooden box that I bought at Hobby Lobby, and I set up a tube on top that has a vacuum slit on top, and it's cut all the way through the metal. And actually this tube was that was a neck, a handlebar, part of a handlebar neck off of a BMX bicycle. I repurposed that. And if you come over here, I cut out this rubber piece for the album to sit on, and then underneath of that, let's see if we can get a shot of that. What that is, that's a Turbo 400 transmission off of an old Chevrolet transmission. That is a speedometer cable bullet. That's what they call it. That's the part that goes into the transmission. Anyway, that's a perfect piece for this box, and I happen to have that laying around, so I went ahead and adapted that and basically repurposed that. And really, when you build one of these, the main thing, once you get everything laid out, let me turn this light down, that's not doing us any good. Once you get everything laid out, your main objective is to get your clearance set between where your record sits and this suction tube. That's key. If you don't get that right, the whole thing's junk. Anyway, it's been done. I built this thing probably 10 or 15 years ago and have cleaned probably 5,000 records with it, and it actually works great. So let me show you how I have it set up. I have a switch on top, and everything is currently plugged in. But the way I have it set up, I have the switch on top, and I have power going to the switch, over here to the turner, and then over here I have a shop vac that stays plugged in and turned on all the time, and the shop vac plugs in to the back of the machine. So the machine cord is right here. That gives the machine power, and then when you plug the shop vac into the back of this, when you turn the switch on, the shop vac comes on. And the shop vac hose, it goes into the back of this, as you can see, and the piping comes up through the box to the tube, which is what removes the dirt from the record. So what we're going to do now, we're going to walk over here to my record cases, and we are going to clean. Let me see, I already know which one I'm going to clean, so I'm not going to act like I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's see. Later on today, I'm going to be playing this Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is a 73 Harvest copy, which is pretty good. So we're gonna come over here, and I'm gonna, I got it sitting on my pinball machines. Hang on, let me reposition. So here's the record we're gonna clean, Pink Floyd Harvest edition of Dark Side of the Moon. First thing you do, place it on the cleaner, put the cover on, screw that down so it can't move. Now what we're going to do, basically, when we first start off, we're going to turn the platter. The suction is going to be gone. Right now that doesn't mean anything. All we're going to be doing is turn it on so we can wet down the first side. first side is wet down good. I really wish I had some dirty records that I could show you guys. All my records have already been cleaned, but I have actually had some garage sale finds that look like they would not even play or ever be any good again, and I've actually cleaned up quite a few of them to be really nice vinyl. This machine works amazing. So you take your first side that you've already wet down real good and flip it over, and then you're going to do the same thing to this side while the first side is being vacuumed off. Now, to show you what I'm using, all this is, that's a paint pad from Lowe's. I probably paid $2 or $3 for that. That's a pin cushion. I want to say I got 2 of them for $5 at Hobby Lobby. And I use adhesive spray to glue the pad to the pin cushion. Be real careful around the edges so you don't have any hard things creeping around the sides that could damage the vinyl. But these, I have literally cleaned, like I say, between 4,000 and 5,000 albums. I think this is my 3rd one, so these last a long time. So let's go ahead, we'll vacuum off the first side and wet down this side. Revolutions is about all it takes to be totally dry. This is a pretty powerful machine. And you flip it over, do the same thing on this side, turn it on. That's about it for the record cleaner. Now what I like to do, once I take it back off again, I use a Viva paper towel, and you're going to wipe off the dead wax because you're going to have a few droplets left over on the dead wax, and then anything that fell here and there, which is usually maybe a drop or two, it's never significant, that's good. And flip it over, do the same thing on this side. And there's your clean record. Thank you and have a great day.